Okay, so I'm going to hit record. And so it's week 2 of our leadership training, which is exciting. And today I wanted to talk about converting your challengers into coaches, because some of your very, very best coaches are going to be challengers that are already had that experience. They're already connected to the culture. And so, but first of all, I want to go around and just ask who this week had some sort of success, any success in our business. I know you have, so think about it. Because here's the thing that I learned this week while you guys are thinking about it and coming up with your amazing success. Is one thing that you have to keep in mind is that there's going to be times when you set goals in this business and you don't hit them. That's just how life goes, folks. But the more you think about, I didn't hit it, the more you're going to self-sabotage and you're going to stay stuck, right? But maybe you didn't hit your goal, but in the last week, you may have done something to grow towards that goal, which the chances are that you did, right? It might have been like showing up in our group. It may have been you invited 2 more people than you did the previous week. Maybe you had the guts to say, I really believe that you should do this, instead of backing down when they gave you a little bit of pushback. Or maybe it's that you posted for the first time that you are a coach that's working and that's building a kick-ass tribe, and that you are looking for people that are going to run with you, instead of being timid and saying, I'm sort of kind of looking for people that maybe want to join my challenge, right? So if you look at where you are today versus where you were a week ago, I want you to share a success with me. And it could be, hey, I'm a diamond, or I'm a Ruby coach. If so, I want to know. Maybe it's you signed a coach that you're freaking excited about working with this person. You should be really excited about working with all your coaches, and you should feel like they inspire you, that they will teach you something, because those are the kinds of people you want on your tribe, right? On your team. So who is gutsy enough to go first and share something they did that was a success this last week?
Okay, I'll go first. I haven't gotten like the concrete success yet, but sort of what you said. I'm new. I started in January and I did hit Emerald. So
that's killer. Awesome.
Okay. I've got one of my coaches has one coach signed up and is close to signing her second. So hopefully she'll get Emerald by Sunday is what I asked her to shoot for. And I thought I was kind of tracking well. And then all of a sudden I got this like insecure shyness about putting notes out to people, even though I was getting good hits on my posts and stuff. And then I just sort of got over that. And I've been better about this week being more connected with people and just being more forthcoming with what I'm trying to do.
That's awesome. So you guys on the call, her sharing that she got to Emerald within her first month and that she's helping to get her coach to Emerald within a week. Does that not inspire you to think, if she can do it, why can't I? Right? Because if you think about it, Emerald is so easy. It's so easy. If you're not Emerald, or if your team's not Emerald, they can get there tomorrow. It's easy walk in the park. And when we make it hard, it's hard. It's not hard. So good job, Holly. Thanks. Who else wants to go?
I'll go.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Mine's not so much onto the recruiting side of things, but I have been reading The Miracle Morning, and I'm implementing my morning routine and consistency in working my business hours. And I've been able to do that every day this week so far. And that's major, because I struggle. Consistency and setting my business hours and sticking to them are like a huge thing. And I've noticed that I'm able to communicate so much more with so many people when I'm sticking to that. I'm not so overwhelmed by getting those invites out, and because you have to, there's quantity, the numbers is where it's at. So you have to get out there and put yourself out there so much more than what it takes, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. And with my ability to, get my rear up and start working in the morning and working those business hours, I've really been able to be more efficient this week. And so that's a big thing for me.
That's awesome. It's funny because we'll see people that are, on vacation, and we're like, oh, I want to do that. or they're at the spa or they're wherever, and we're like jealous or we're coveting that, we're wanting that. And the thing is that, you could see that as that's sexy or whatever, for lack of a better term. But what's really sexy? Discipline.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to learn that. I was definitely raised to kind of do my own thing. Like I was, if I didn't want to go to school, I'd tell my mom I'm not going to go to school. And she's like, that's fine. Because I was a straight A student. So she didn't care. She let me stay home. And it took me she made my bed for me. I love my mom, but she definitely taught me to be a free spirit, free thinker. I do what I want. Nobody tells me what to do. And it's paid off and it's not. Because for a long time I was like, structure sucks. I do what I want. And that's not true. You feel empowered when you're doing the right things. And when you're doing the right things without regard to having an emotional attachment to the results. Does that make sense? Like you're doing the right things because you know you need to, and that's going to be fulfillment enough. The results will come when they come. It may be tomorrow, it may be a month, it may be 6 months from now, but you can't be emotionally attached to the result. You have to be attached to the work. And by doing those things, you're going to have the life that you've always wanted and be able to take vacations when you want, etc. Like right now, Will and I, my husband and I were talking about going to Hawaii for a month. Just because I love Hawaii and Arizona sucks in the summer. And that only happens when I'm disciplined to do the right work every single day. And then you can do things like talk about going to Hawaii for a month. And why not? So just keep your eye on the actions and then the results will follow. Awesome. Who else wants to go?
I'll go. I'm Raylene Peterson. It says Jared, but it's my husband. Anyway, I have been actually super struggling since I came back from vacation, trying to get on top of things. So I've been feeling bogged down and having a hard time. So I've been really, really focusing on my personal development this week and trying to make sure I'm focused in my mind and in the right place so that I can feel like I can help other people. And I felt like it's really helped me to kind of ground myself and get rooted. I've been reading a lot as well as doing, watching or listening to the National Wake Up Calls and that are old, but just trying to get myself in the good state. But I've also wanted to get myself organized so I can feel like I'm in doing the right things so I can have a good foundation. I don't want to build wrong. That kind of comes with my personality. And that sometimes holds me back to, if I don't want to build wrong, I don't start building. I don't know if that makes sense. But so I want to make sure that I'm building correctly. And I've done a lot of research trying to figure out where I need to start and what I need to do. And I've gone out and bought books and I've gotten, different kinds of notebooks and filling out how my tracker.
So when you say build wrong, yeah, there are some ideas that we could go through and you're learning. That's great, but there is and isn't a right or wrong. Does that make sense? I know. Just freaking build.
I know. That's what's hard to get.
If you get stuck behind being a student, then you will never have a career.
Right.
So you got to just build. And if you have to learn along the way sometimes. There are great tips, but the key is just to do it. You know what I mean? And the more people you have coming into your team, the more options you're going to have with how to do this, with how to grow, with how to get it done. So Chelsea can give you some great tips. You're on Chelsea's downline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so just keep it simple and sign up a crap ton of people. That's the best advice I can say. But I'm glad that you're getting educated. Just educated with action. You got to have, the majority of your time needs to be spent in action items that will bring in income. Because what happens is if you spend too much time in the educational part or getting set up, getting organized part, and you're not doing the action, then you're doing all this work that's not bringing in any income. And then that seems like a waste of freaking time. And
right.
Then you quit. You'll walk away.
Yeah.
So.
Right. I'm just trying to get down my power hours so that I'm not feeling like I'm doing it all the time.
That's good.
So.
Yeah, that's good because you want to have a life.
Yeah.
Last time I checked. All right, that's good. I'm glad that you are coming back from vacation with vengeance and ready to own this thing. So that's awesome. Way to go. Way to take action on that. Who else wants to share something that they're doing that's successful?
I could share.
Awesome. Thanks.
I have implemented the sneak peek that Meg Wazinski had done or was it Kozlowski, from the Janelle Summers team call the other day. And so my sneak peek started on Monday, and I've been getting a lot of engagement using the form that Meg laid out. And I have one coach, at least, that's going to be signing up over the weekend.
Yay, that's awesome. Good job.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
good.
who else is doing something that's successful? No one else wants to share? That's okay. I'm not going to make you. But all right. So we've been talking a lot about recruiting and talking to people because really the whole oh, Chelsea, you want to? Go ahead. Do you need me to? You can't talk, you'll text. Okay, go ahead and text. So we've been talking to a lot of people this week. How does that feel? Does it give you momentum? Does it make you feel excited about the people that could possibly be joining your team and your challenge groups? Yes? Okay, so something that I wanted you to think about is, we're gonna get our best coaches that have a transformation story first. Chances are that the majority will be that way. There will be some that join your team that are just ready to go with the business and stuff. But what I found is that if they haven't had that real experience with the Beachbody program and products, and they're not committed to our culture, like they don't understand it, then they usually are a flash in the pan coach. They get on, they want to change the world, and then they're gone in 2 months because they don't get it. Sorry, Will's really loud because he just got home from a bike ride. And my office doesn't have doors on it. Anyway, so the first thing you want to think about is creating a culture in your challenge groups that people that get so committed and connected to that they would never, ever want to leave, right? And so think about the challenge groups that you've been a part of. What are some of the things that have made you feel excited about checking in every day? Any ideas? You guys are leaders, so this is not
I feel like sometimes other people participating, it sort of, drives you to participate. I liked it when it was easy to do, meaning you could just post a picture or, something quick and easy. It didn't take up too much time. I know that sounds lazy, but.
No, I agree with that. We are really busy. I've never met somebody that's like, I have all day to do whatever you tell me to do in my challenge group. And it's funny because I used to do challenge groups before we had our guide, and I would have people do go into your pantry you have today to reorganize the entire thing, label it all, and put it all into portion control containers. Chelsea did that, and she actually did it. She was the only person that did it. But that's Chelsea because she goes all in when she's all in. But yeah, keeping it simple. Good. What else have you liked in your challenge groups? Go. Unmute. Let's talk.
I'll talk.
Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. I do a theme of the week or a theme of the day. So those have been really fun, and I change it up each week, and it keeps it fresh. So it's Monday is motivation. You all know them, but if you change it up each week, then I find that it keeps things fresh, and then it gives you something to post about, so you're not having to come up with content.
Cool. So what's another Monday you do besides Motivation Monday? Do you always make it something that starts with that same day?
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's Man Crush Monday. There's you caught me off guard. Yeah, you can come up with anything.
Meatless Monday, share
meal plan Monday. Yeah.
Meal plan Monday. There's what's another one? I can't remember. Okay, cool. I like it. What's another thing that you guys like that made challenge groups fun and exciting, either when you were coaching them or when you were in them? Either way, go.
Something that I do a lot is assigning success partners. I do it all the time with coaches, but not so much with challenge groups, and doing that helps my challengers stay on track because they know they have someone counting on them. So assigning success partners, and then, or even like triples, like 3 in case one of them kind of falls off. But that keeps it really fun. You can do competitions. You can have them come up with their own competition. You can say, you know, this is Group A's week to do a wacky Wednesday, and they have to come up with it. So when you're asking them to do it, they get a lot more involved and excited.
Love it. What else? Jackie, I think you unmuted. Go ahead.
I really like when we share the non-scale victories. I'm really big on, you know, like I just fit in these pants, or, you know, like I just did a push-up. Like I just did 3 chin-ups today for the first time in my life. I'm like, wow, I feel like Wonder Woman, you know, like, so I'm really big on non-scale victories and celebrating those for other people. So.
Love it. Okay, Chelsea can't type or talk, so she said, I do a day where they do funny fitness memes. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, seeing everyone motivated and interacting, Allie said. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of good things going on. Anyone else? So I have, and I'll share with you really quickly, share screen. This is my banner I use, and I've used for all of my challenge group. And this is what I do. This is the banner. When I'm doing prep week, I have, it's more like, here, I'll just show you. Maybe not. It's not moving. Okay, so when I do prep week, it's a different banner. It's like a welcome to this challenge group one with, it shows kind of what we're going to be doing. This is the one that goes up the first day of the challenge, and all my challenges are always 4 weeks long, unless it's a program specific one like Hammer and Chisel. And so then everybody knows what they're going to be posting every day. I don't change it up because they come to expect it and they like it. I still do my daily posts, but my daily posts in the group are in conjunction with this. And so by doing this, it helps them to, you know, get like all on the same page. And then I'll log in to my challenge groups in the morning, and they have already done Motivate Me Monday or Tasty Tip Tuesday or something, and it empowers them to lead. Another thing is I never coach my challenge groups alone. I always coach it with another coach, whether it's my new coaches or someone else in the group or whatever. And every time I'm starting a new challenge, I'll post in my giant team page and I say, hey, you guys, if any of you need a fresh start, then go ahead and jump in with me, and I'll help you, and we'll do this together. It's going to be a lot of fun. And here's why. We're weird. Like, we are crazy devoted to this stuff. And so we get all kinds of crazy excited about this, like way more than regular clients or whatever you want to call it would be, right? And so by having other people that are just as excited and passionate about the challenge and what we're doing in your group, it's going to create a higher level of energy. So I highly recommend to never ever coach a challenge alone. And as soon as you're comfortable, always do your own. Don't go in with your upline. Like, from day one, I encourage my new coaches to do their own, to team up with a new coach. Like, if they've already been in a challenge group of mine as a challenger, they need to do the next one on their own. And the reason why is they're going to flourish and they're going to thrive. But I have them team up with other people, other coaches, so there's interaction in their challenge groups and it's not dead. Okay? The other thing is I do an MVP of the week, and I choose it at random according to who posted the most that week. And if you won once, you don't get a win again. And so the MVP, I'll just choose at random, and it, like on Sunday or Monday, I'm like, last week's MVP was so-and-so. They get to choose from my swag bag. And where I get my stuff is, you know, workout tanks that go on sale at Target, or workout socks, headbands, water bottles. I just shop the Target fitness aisle and like stock up. Or we go to Summit and I'll buy swag there or whatever. Or if I get an overstock of supplement line or Shakeology, I'll give that away, like 5 packets or whatever. So it doesn't have to be stuff that's expensive. It just has to be stuff to encourage them, and they get super stoked. Like, for example, I bought, hold please. I bought these at Target for $1. They had a blowout sale of these, and so I got like 25. And I send these to my challengers. They were $1. And they get so stoked to get that in the mail. So choose an MVP of the week, and then they get excited about it, right? And then I always check in with my challengers individually midweek, like on, usually around Thursday, sometimes Friday. And I'll just say, hey, just checking in to see how you're doing. And I either say, Thanks so much for your participation in our group. It's so motivating to see what you're doing. Aren't you finding the other people and they're motivating as well? And so then they're like, yeah, I like it, da, da, da. And then that will naturally lead into a coach conversation. We'll get into that in a minute. Or I send them a message that says, hey, you've been a little quiet in the group, so I just wanted to see if there's anything that I can help you with. How are you doing? And chances are there's one of two things that are happening. They're like, I'm seeing everything. I'm just super shy. I don't really want to comment. I'm like, that's okay. That's okay if you don't want to. Just keep checking in the group. If you just want to like, that's fine too. But I'm super proud of you and I'm here for you. Here's my number. You can text me anytime. Or they are like, yeah, life happened, yada, yada. I've fallen off track. So-and-so died. I lost my job, whatever. And then we can form a new plan for them. Well, maybe you want to take a break from this so you don't feel like you're behind, and you can just kind of do it on your own and jump into my next group. And usually that's an option they want to take. So, but by checking in with them individually, and I give them my number so they can text me. I don't get very many people that text me. Hardly ever. They like to Facebook me. And so it just gives them that personal connection to you. So I just keep connected. I feel like when people are connected to you, they'll never ever leave you. They're loyal, right? And when they feel like that you really care about their well-being more than the sale or whatever, then they will never ever leave you. But by creating a fun environment, by you yourself showing that you're vulnerable in the group, in the challenge group, like I had a crappy day and I ate pizza and I suck, but I'm not giving up or whatever, that helps them to be more vulnerable too. They're going to mirror whatever it is that you're doing. So how many of you guys actually post your own sweaty selfies every day? Do you actually share what your struggle was that day? Good. Do you share when you have a personal victory? Good. That's awesome. Of course you do. You guys are on the Zoom. I should be talking to the people that are not on the Zoom. Just kidding. Not singling them out ever. Okay. So, because the goal is that you want them to feel so connected to you, they would never leave you, right? They're so in love with what we're doing here as a mission and a purpose, they would never, ever leave you. And I'm saying that over and over again because it's so important to create that culture. If you have a challenge group that goes quiet or whatever, call it out. Like say, hey guys, obviously this is not a good time. Let's go ahead and start back up next month. All right. Whoever wants to do it, cool. You know that you just need your toolkit, which includes your Shakeology, your workout, and a good attitude. So if you want to roll into my next one, I would be happy to coach you. Because it's like a big elephant in the room if you don't call it out. Do you agree? Yes. Okay. So all of my challengers, I always give them two options at sign up. I say you can come in as a client or a coach. Here's what the difference is. And I don't tell them how to sign up. I just say a client's going to pay full price. You're going to save this awesome, you save this much on your initial challenge pack, but you're going to pay full price going forward. There's no obligations. You can cancel, edit, pause at any time. Okay, that's client. Or coach, same price to sign up. You're still saving this amount. Plus, you're going to save $39 for your coach sign up fee. Next month, you save 25%, and all that it costs you is $15.95. And you also get added to our coach team page for added accountability. Which one sounds more like you? When they reply back to me, then I tell them how to sign up. So if they choose to go client, because some people just are like, I'm just going to see how this goes first before I get going with you. I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. I check in with them halfway through the challenge and I just say, how are things going? Your next Shakeology order is about to ship. Would you like me to tell you more about that 25% discount I mentioned earlier? And usually they say yes or no or whatever. Usually it's yes. And so then I tell them how to get signed up. I'm like, this is how you get signed up as a coach. Really simple, right? And I always add in, and you're pretty much doing what coaches do anyway, so keep in mind, you could grab a couple friends for our next month's group, and it would help to pay for the cost of your products. So simple, right? Am I giving them a long sales pitch? Am I making them commit to the whole Coach Basics training and everything else that comes along with coaching? No, you want to make it seem super simple to succeed, right? So what are you guys saying to your challengers that you want to convert into coaches?
I use a script based off of what Wendy has provided for us, and she has it pretty much exactly the same. At sign up, you have your 2 options, and here's what they are. And then also on the 3-week reminder, if they are the clients, exactly the same that you were speaking about. And it's really nice because it's really, really upfront, and it gives them all of that there. And then when they participate, and especially ones that are like shining like rock stars in the challenge groups, then they're like, oh, I understand, I get it. And then they're the ones that are more likely to, convert to the coaches. I'm just now running my own challenge groups, and I love it. And it's taken me to a whole new level of ownership and excitement in the business. So yeah.
Awesome. Is it easier for you to invite somebody to a challenge, or like to get fit, or just to start their fitness business? Like, is it easier to invite clients or coaches to you?
Definitely clients for me.
Okay. How about the rest of you?
Clients for me, but I always give them the option. And usually, actually everyone I've ever asked has taken me up on it. If they're committed to the workout process, I can tell who's going to say yes and who's not,
That's great. Yeah. So I have a question for you. Is that making it about them or about you? Like, when you are fearful of inviting to coaching, is that about them or about you?
Me. My fears.
Your fears, right?
My fears.
Okay. Now I'm gonna kind of go somewhere. Hang in
Do
there.
it. Bring it.
So, when you signed up to be a Beachbody coach, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you or did you not want to help people?
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you're helping people, are you helping them more if they're coming in as a client or as a coach? When they come in as a coach, they're going to get helped more, right? Because they get the opportunity to save 25%. They get an opportunity to earn money. They get an opportunity to be in a culture of people that are positive, driven, and want a better life. No negative Nancy's, right? So when you're not offering coaching to people, don't throw tomatoes. You're being selfish.
Yeah.
Because you're making it about you. And this isn't about you, right? Now, you don't need them to join your team, because there are many people I know, and you know, and still people I'm meeting all the time that need added accountability to get in shape, to know more about health and fitness, because we learn so much as coaches, right? They need a positive environment because they hate their job or they're depressed or whatever. And they want to go to fun events where they feel like on fire 4 times a year. Like, they want that. Who doesn't want that? They don't want that. You don't want them on your team, right? So you are not desperate to sign coaches. You want people on your team that want this. But you have to remove your fear from this, because when you put your fear in front of their needs, that's selfish, right? Because what if you could get over your fear, and the only way to get over your fear is to take action. There's only one way. You're not going to stop being afraid of jumping out of an airplane until you actually just freaking jump. And then you're like, whoa, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, crap. Whew. And then as soon as your feet hit the ground, you go, I want to do it again. Let's go do it again. Trust me, I did it. And it's scary. Oh my gosh. But when I jumped, I was like, that's not even a big deal. Like, why was I so afraid of that? And so that's how it is with inviting to coach, right? That's how it is with saying, I really firmly believe that you should become a coach. And here's why. And it's not that we are trying to convince anyone to join our team, because you're not. You don't want people there that don't want to be there. But you do want to lay this opportunity out for people, because what if it's the right thing they need at the right time? What if this could change their life? Guys, I got a phone call yesterday from a girl on my team. She's a cancer survivor. She's been in remission 8 months. And we talked about her coaching 4 years ago when she came to a fit club, right? And I had mentioned it for the discount and whatever. Anyway, life happened. I moved away, She continued to follow me. And now 8 months into remission, she is a diamond leader on my team, and she's growing to be a 1-star. She'll be a 1-star soon. And she was bawling on the phone, because she was so thrilled about what coaching has done for her, with the positive environment she has, the sense of purpose her life has. She had a great job before. She quit her job because she wanted to coach, because she felt like this is giving her purpose. How many people do you know on your Facebook friends list that work without purpose? They work to pay a bill, and they're going to do that for 40-something years. Is that a reason to drop your freaking fear and go talk to them about this opportunity? This isn't for everybody. It's not. But maybe by discussing, like, hey, you could actually do something that you're really passionate about, will inspire them to go find what they need to be passionate about. And maybe they'll thank you. Right? Okay. Was that really mean? Are you guys mad at me now? No, because you're going to be CEOs and you're going to thank me. Right?
That's a good perspective. I never considered it like that. So
once you flip it in your mind that it's not freaking about me, the outcome isn't about me either. They can tell you no. You can get 500 no's tomorrow. It's not about you. It's just not right for them right now, and that's okay. But you at least did your job. Your job is not to sell challenge packs. Can I say that over and over again a million times? Your job is not to get Success Club points. It's not. Your job is to inspire by having your own personal transformation that's so apparent that people can't deny it, right? They're like, oh my gosh, something's happening to you. What the hell is going on? I want that. It's so apparent they can't deny it. And then your job is to go talk to more people to figure out what the heck they need in their life, and then to give them this as a solution, right? That's your job. That's it. And whether or not they decide to join your team, whether or not they decide to join your challenge or whatever, that's not up to you. That's not your job. I've told the story a couple times. I'm not sure if you've heard it. So I broke my nose 3 times, right? I've seen so many specialists about my nose, and they all said I should fix it with surgery. And I was like, okay. And I'd walk out. Then I walked into the doctor here in Arizona. I was ready. And I was like, and I saw a good doctor. I got a good referral. Well, I saw a different doctor here in Arizona. I didn't like him. I didn't go with him. But I went into this one. I felt really good about him. He came highly recommended. He knew what I needed. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. That was on like a Tuesday. I ended up getting surgery that Monday. I was ready. Like multiple people told me what I needed to do, that this was the solution to my problem. This would help me to reach my goal. They are trained professionals, they're doctors, and I still didn't take their advice. Sometimes it's like that with the people we talk to, right? Like we're like, oh my gosh, you need this so bad. Just say yes, this will change everything. And they're like, no thanks. What? Or they just stop talking to you. But when they're ready, they're going to know to go back to you. They're going to know there was this person that was crazy excited about fitness, and she's crazy excited about the job that she has, and they're crazy excited about this whole coaching thing, and why is she so freaking happy? It's so annoying. Okay, I want that. I'm ready. And they'll come back, right? So release the emotional attachment to the outcome, because you cannot control what other people do. You can control you. You can control what your power hour looks like. You can control the tone you use in your conversations. If you're desperate in your conversations, like, I really need a coach to get to Diamond, or I really need another coach. Will you please join my team? Guys, if you come in that headspace, it comes out in your messages and it comes out in your posts. But if you come from a place of confidence, like, this is freaking awesome and we're moving forward, we're going to be a top team next year, and y'all better get on this happy train, or you're going to miss an opportunity to be at the top of my team collecting volume, and you're going to wish you would have done it a year from now. You're going to wish you would have joined me, 3 years ago or whatever. You take that attitude towards it, everybody's going to want to join you. right? Yeah. So something I like to do in my challenge groups is I talk about it right in there. Like I'll say, somebody will post their transformation or their non-scale victory, like, whatever it might be, their pants fit better and stuff. And I'll spin it backwards and I'll say, oh my gosh, that is so incredible, Sarah, that your pants are fitting better. I'm so proud of you. Guys, can you imagine if it was you that brought Sarah into this group and she just posted that, how good you would feel? And then they start thinking like a coach. So I start doing things like that. Or, hey, you guys, did any of you get your products paid for free this week? Would you like to drink your shake for free? And they're like, yeah, I would. And then it's an easy coaching conversation. So you can put those little tidbits into your challenge group. Just sprinkle them in there. A little sprinkle on the cupcake. And so you don't want your whole thing to be sales driven because then they're going to be checked out. You want 90% to be value, right? I'm helping you, I'm loving on you, I'm encouraging you, I'm supporting you. And then you can sprinkle in a little bit of those things to kind of get those wheels turning. And so they're like, I want to be a part of that. All right. So let me know if you have questions. Is that a hand up? Is that a baby hand? That's cute. Thoughts or questions on what I just said? Feedback, pushback. I can handle it. I like people with strong opinions. Okay, I'm looking up a Tony Robbins quote I wanted to share with y'all real quick. Hold on. Oh, okay. It said, convictions and convenience don't live on the same block. So what's easy and what we know we should do usually are not going to be the same thing, right? So sometimes it's really easy to go, nah, I'll just talk to them again, like another day. I don't want to follow up with them again. I already talked to them twice. I don't really want to share that I'm looking for coaches to join my team because what if nobody likes it? And then what if somebody unfollows and unfriends me? But if you have a mission to do whatever, and with coaching, a lot of times we're like, I want to become a diamond coach. I want to become a team leader. That's not really what it's about. Like, why? Why do you want to become a team leader? Why do you want to earn extra money? What's that all about, right? And you really get down to the heart of it. Those are your convictions. And we did this awesome exercise at Tony Robbins where we did the 6 levels of why. So I'm going to challenge you to do this with yourself or with your success partner or with your team. So first you start with like, well, why? Why did you become a coach? Well, because I want to help people and I want to add extra income to our family. Or why do you want to, let's do this one. Why do you want to advance your business? And there's some really good answers you could say, like, I really want to help my team thrive. I really want to add freedom for our family. Those are solid answers, right? Well, why? Well, because we are in debt and we can't pay for my kid to get braces. That's a solid why. Well, why? Well, she needs braces because it's a medical necessity and we need to get out of debt because we just need to get out of debt. It's stressful. Well, why is that stressful for you? Because I feel like I'm failing and I can't be in the same spot that my family was when I was growing up, where we always were less than paycheck to paycheck, shopping at a thrift store, living on government cheese at times, and everything was chaotic. And I felt like I was stuck in a box. Well, why? Because I'm afraid that if I'm back stuck in my little box, then I am never, ever going to live my purpose and that my life is meaningless and I can't be stuck in a box. Like if you go down like the different levels, that's actually kind of my why, and really get to the heart of it. When you get to that hot, burning, actual why, it makes all of your fears go away because you have to honor your purpose. You have to honor your why. So then sending out an invite about coaching is like no big freaking deal. Honestly, it takes 30 seconds. But this could be a lifetime of not living in your box or whatever it is for you, And some people, they don't have that. They're like, my life's been pretty easy. It's been pretty gravy pie. Well, maybe your why isn't about you. Maybe you should stop being so damn selfish. No, I'm kidding. No, but find somebody that it can be about, right? It might be saving someone else, or it might be helping kids in need. I don't know. But just find it, and then it'll all fade away, and it's going to become so much better. But yeah, your convictions and your convenience don't live on the same street. They just can't. And with what we're trying to do as CEOs, we just don't have time for fear or doubt, do we? I just don't have time for that crap. All right, I'm going to leave you with one last thought, and you guys can answer or ask me any questions you want in a minute. So Tony Robbins, I loved it when he was like, stay in a beautiful state of mind, not a suffering state of mind. And there's 3 ways that we can do this. So here's an example. So when we go online, we go throughout our day or whatever, we have 2 choices of the kind of state of mind we're going to be in, okay? The first one is the beautiful state of mind, where we have abundant thinking, we're excited, we're positive, we're happy, la, 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 you know, things are going well. Maybe you have a high from your workout, and you got an awesome message from a challenger, and you signed a coach, blah, blah, blah. Things are great. Your kid gave you a hug. Yay. Love it. Love life. And then your kid spills his Cheerios all over the floor, and you just mopped it. And then you look online, and so-and-so advanced rank faster than you. Oh, and so-and-so just bought a boat. And then, you get a message saying, hey, I don't like the way that you're putting all your sweaty crap on Facebook. And then all of a sudden you're like, suffering state of mind, fear, anger, jealousy, bitterness. And that all comes in, right? Yeah? You guys do this? You feel a little bit like out of control sometimes because you're like, because you're responding to what's happening to you instead of owning where you're at. You can't control anything around you. We know that. But what do you do to get back to your beautiful state of mind? We actually did an exercise. So write this down, you guys, because it's going to happen. We're on Facebook, and it goes so fast that it's easy to go from, I am the best ever! I'm so confident. I'm going to invite with confidence. And then you see like 5 people's like posts, and you're like, my life sucks. Right? And it's so deflating. So first, this is not the Tony Robbins thing, but first of all, turn off all your notifications. When you go to Facebook, don't scroll. Stop scrolling. Go to your groups. Do what you need to do. Send some messages and hop out. Okay? Don't look at your newsfeed at all. And that takes massive discipline. I know. But what you can do, if you get into that ugly state of mind, that suffering state of mind, is the first thing is you're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to blow it out and count to 10. So you're going to think the words, inhale peace, exhale love, and you're going to go. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to think of 3 things that you are massively grateful for. And I'm not talking about like some new Nikes. Like, go to 3 places where you felt so overjoyed and so grateful in that moment that it's like undeniable, the sensation that you had of just joy, happiness, elation. So like for me, I think about when my kids were born. That's an easy one. I think about like how it feels when my mom or my dad fly in that first hug, like that moment of, I'm so excited to see you. I think about when I saw my daughter sing at her baptism. We could have asked to have other people. She was 8. We could have had anybody in the whole church congregation sing, and she decided to sing, and she went up there and just sang proudly. And it was just this moment of gratitude and peace. And so get yours and write them down, okay? Like, go to that place. Just think about it, and think about how you felt and what that was like, okay? And then the last thing is you're going to go do service or a love deed for somebody else. And that can be get out a note and write a happy letter to them, send them an email, send them a text, go drop off flowers, bring a new mommy some cookies. I don't know. Do something nice for someone else. And if you do those 3 things, you're going to get back to your beautiful state of mind, and then you can approach your business with a beautiful state of mind. When my coaches message me and they're like, I'm so frustrated, I say, stop working. Go do something else. Come back when you're not going to be so angry. And it helps you to, volunteer at a retirement home. It can be big or it can be small. Whatever you want to do, whatever you have time in your schedule to do. But within 3 minutes, you can get yourself back to within 2 minutes if you need, you can get yourself back to that positive place, okay? And realize that you are in control. You can choose right now or at any moment to be confident, to be empowered or whatever. And then you take that and you go and do your business with that mindset, okay? I know that this was kind of more about like you and confidence and fear and la 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 instead of really being about challengers and stuff like that. But I think that if you master this stuff, then everything else becomes better. Don't you think? Yeah. All right. Any questions?